What an absolutely pathetic loss from these New York Knicks in Game 4 in Indiana. 121-89. I'm going to break it down and share my thoughts. Before I get into my thoughts, I want to hear from Knicks fans in the comment section. Sound off right now. What's your level of optimism of the Knicks winning this series? Because right now, it's a 3-game series from here on out. The series is tied 2-2. We have 2 games at the Garden coming up in Games 5, and if it goes to 7, and I think that the Knicks, in my opinion, okay, I am not going to allow this one game take away from the resilient New York Knicks and all of a sudden give up hope on the series. That's just me. Now, was tonight, or today rather, on Mother's Day, an absolute embarrassment? Absolutely. We're going to get into it. But I'm personally not giving up on the series when it's tied 2-2 and the New York Knicks still hold home court advantage, okay? That's where I'm at with this. So let me know where you stand right now because, listen, I know that a lot of Knicks fans are looking at this team and there's not a lot of things to hang your hats on. You see this Knicks team super tired. We're drained. We're obviously decimated with injuries. Brunson's playing not out of himself, and the Pacers are playing with full strength, and they are absolutely ran us out. But I'm not going to give up just yet. That's just me. We are not out until it is proven and we are officially eliminated. So, folks, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's get into this game. Simple. We lost in the first quarter, 34-14, inexcusable. The Pacers, I had a feeling going into the series that there was going to be one game that the Pacers don't miss. And unfortunately, it came here in game number 4, which makes the game 3 loss feel that much worse because that was a game we had a chance to win, up by 9 points early in the fourth quarter, tied up with 30 seconds to go. They hit that ridiculous game winner. Brunson tries to put up a 3. They miss. Obviously, the refs and the calls was not in their favor, but the Knicks had an opportunity to win that game, and they did not. And now the series is tied 2-2. The Knicks are fatigued. They are obviously decimated, and they're trying to figure out a way to punch back in this game and claw their way back, and it wasn't possible. Tyrese Halliburton is playing excellent ball. This is a well-balanced team effort from the Indiana Pacers side of things. But when it comes to what we're going to see in the future, right, there's nothing I need to break down in this game. Listen, we're not breaking down this game because that's already in the past for me. I'm already looking ahead for Game 5, Game 6, okay? The Knicks just got to defend home court in the series hours. Now, is that a lot easier said than done? Yeah, absolutely. We lost Game 5 in round 1 against Philadelphia because of that crazy Tyrese Maxey, fourth quarter in the last minute to go. We all know what happened there. But the Knicks got to defend home court, and they win the series. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm not going to allow today's game, after what we saw from this Knicks team throughout the entire regular season, deal with injuries, after we saw what the Knicks did in round 1 against the Philadelphia 76ers and what they've done in the first 2 games in this series, and even Game 3, the positive we saw, just get thrown away just because we saw this Knicks team get absolutely blown out today. Now, was it an embarrassment? Absolutely. Was it disgraceful to watch your favorite basketball team trot out that type of performance in the playoffs? Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sugarcoating nothing, but this is a playoff series, okay? This game is done. Whether the Knicks lost by 30, by 50, by 70 points, or they lost like 3 points like they did in Game 3, a loss is a loss. It does not count anymore on the series, which is my point. So I'm a Knicks fan that still has hope, still has belief, and is still having an optimistic perspective that the Knicks are going to win this series until proven otherwise, okay? They got to bounce back. Obviously, Jalen Brunson needs to figure out his foot injury, and Dante DiVincenzo's got to hit his shots. He can't come off a dynamic performance we saw on Friday, put up 35, and then have 7 points. Where's the defense? I think we can all agree here. OG Anunoby being hurt, very big deal. Okay, now it's crazy because we want this Knicks team to be able to prove that we can win even with the injuries, but at what point is it so much to expect a basketball team to win without all these key players? Even though I'm still going to believe, because I'm a fan of this team. I love my Knicks. I'm not someone that's just going to give up and throw in the towel when the series is tied 2-2. We still have home court. No matter who's injured or who's healthy, as a Knicks fan, after suffering for so long and finally seeing my Knicks team in the second round of the playoffs for back-to-back seasons, I'm not giving up until the series is all wrapped up. But at the end of the day, the truth is, it hurts. OG Anunoby going down is the worst thing we possibly could have seen. After already losing Bojan in round 1 and Mitch in round 2, add OG to it. We know that he is the X factor of this team. We know that, okay? That is the guy. And we, of course, got to bring up Julius Randle's name because he hasn't played all playoffs. He's been ruled out since that Miami Heat game where he injured his shoulder. But I'm telling you guys that right now, the one thing that's going to be hanged on to Knicks fans' minds for a long time is what this postseason could have been, with a starting five of a Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, Isaiah Hartenstein, with Josh Hart coming off the bench and Deuce McBride, and a healthy Mitchell Robinson and a Bojan Bogdanovic, and the rest of the boys fully healthy. I know it's unrealistic to expect a team to be fully healthy, but this Knicks team, when healthy, seems like they're unstoppable, and that's not the case right now. I don't want to make this into an injury excuse video because you cannot put up a performance like that. But at the end of the day, if the head of your snake in Jalen Brunson's on one leg and you're relying on Dante DiVincenzo and Josh Hart to play the entire game after playing 44-plus minutes the last 3 games, and by the way, there's no 48 hours of rest. I don't know why the NBA did not give them a 2-day rest period between them traveling to New York and Indiana. That's another discussion to have. But at the end of the day, I'm not giving up hope here on Knicks Media. That's not how I'm going to end off the season. We've been through so much adversity throughout the season for me to just throw in the towel. That's how I'm operating. Obviously, it does not feel like the Knicks can win this series because of the injuries, and the momentum is all on the Pacers side. But I've seen magical things this season from the Knicks. I've seen some good fortunes go in our favor for these New York Knicks. So why can't I believe that will happen and the Knicks will still advance to the Eastern Conference Finals? Obviously, it will not be easy, but I still got hope. Let me know where you stand in the comments section, folks. Knicks and the Pacers series is tied 2-2. We're back at MSG for Game 5. Win that game, you go into Game 6. If you lose that one, we're back at the Garden for Game 7. The way I'm operating the rest of this series, protect home court, the series is yours. We have Madison Square Garden as an advantage. Obviously, Indiana's home court is an advantage. Their home crowd is energetic. The Pacers feed off of the crowd, just like the Knicks feed off our crowd. So if you're going to the Game 5, be loud, be proud, and let's go Knicks. Sound off in the comments section. Series ain't over till it's over. Peace out, guys.